What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the No Luck Addict Podcast, the podcast for young entrepreneurs. Listen, man, I'm not going to waste no time. We're going to jump right into the episode, but I do need you to do me a favor. If the content in this episode, if it does anything for you, right? If it helps you in your business, if it helps you in your life, please share it out. Please leave a review and make sure that you subscribe. That's all I need. Let's jump to the episode.
Hey, it is Friday, y'all. It is Friday. What's going on? Hold on, let me get my waves on. We about to get it straightened out. Hold up, let me hit the record button. Yeah. All right. We ready to rock. Listen, welcome to the No Luck Addict Podcast. If you aren't already, usually I give some value first before I ask for anything, but today I'm asking. I need you to subscribe to the No Luck Addict Podcast. I just dropped it on the I just pinned it on the comments or whatnot. But we're gonna jump right into it. I'm not gonna waste no time. It's Friday. My energy is high. I'm feeling blessed. I'm feeling great this morning. So we're gonna start with the mantra that we've been doing for the past few weeks. I just believe this, right? I just believe this. I believe, and this has become my mantra, that God wants me to win. Hear what I'm saying? God wants me to win, meaning that I'm on a divine path. I got a divine purpose. And if God wants me to win, guess what, y'all? I got to win. So every single day, I'm reminding myself of the fact that God wants me to win. He wouldn't give me the dream. I wouldn't have this dream if God didn't want me to succeed at it. So I think that's very important for us to frame our minds, because sometimes we get so far into the journey. We so used to doing the work, like we got our head down. And sometimes I think we forget that we're on a divine path and we have a divine purpose right now, right? I'm talking about right now. And here's the thing that I truly believe, that today is all that matters, right? Tomorrow, that was yesterday, right? Or tomorrow, hold on, I said it all wrong. Tomorrow doesn't exist, right? It doesn't exist. All we got is right now. Yesterday don't matter, because that was yesterday. It's done for. And I just believe, y'all, that we don't lack nothing. Everything that we need to succeed in today, we have today, right? We lack nothing. So I want to jump into it. I'm not going to waste no time. I want to jump into it. I think it's very important for us as entrepreneurs, right? I'm speaking to my entrepreneurs this morning, that we learn to live in the now. Now, I talked about this a couple weeks ago about the difference between the entrepreneur in you and the technician in you, right? The entrepreneur wants to develop the future, right? The entrepreneur has the plan, has the vision, has the dream. That's the entrepreneur in you, right? The technician in you wants to deal with the now, right? Wants to do the work for today. But I want to step aside from that mindset, right? I want to step aside from that real quick, right? And I want to kind of dive into the perspective of living in the now and what I mean by that, right? I was listening to a podcast by Inky Johnson called the Serendipity Podcast, right? If you're not subscribed to that podcast, go subscribe to the podcast. That podcast, man, it's life-changing, right? It's a life-changing podcast. I wouldn't even recommend it to you if it wasn't. But on that podcast, I can't remember his name. Oh, his name is Oak, right? The co-host, the guest on the show, he asked a question. He said, "How many nows do we miss?" Right? He said, "How many nows do we miss?" And it made me think, because as an entrepreneur, right? As someone who owns a business, as someone who's always like thinking towards the future and tomorrow, and okay, I did what I needed to do today, but what about the next day? And then, I'm missing the nows. I'm realizing that I'm missing the nows. And really, the blessing is in the now, right? Like man, I'm learning, y'all, to take a step back for a second and just put things into its proper perspective. Right now is all that we got. So if I'm so focused on the next, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying don't have your plan. I'm not saying don't think years out. I'm not saying don't have the dream. I'm not saying none of that. But I'm asking you, how many nows do you miss? When you with your kids and you thinking about the business. When you with your spouse and you thinking about the next move, the next step. You're missing the now. You're missing the precious moment that is the now. Now, as business people, sometimes we can't cut it off. It's hard to cut it off. It's hard to get in that mode of business because it's a mindset. It's a state of being. It's hard to cut that thing off sometimes. So sometimes we can be at home watching the movies with the family and still be thinking about the business, missing the now. Missing the now. Sometimes we can be on the date night. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I'm on a date night, right, with my wife. We on a date night. We having a good time. We in the middle of a conversation. And something she may say may make me think about something business related. Now I'm not even there no more. Missing the now. How many nows are we missing? Focused on the next moment. Focus on the next. Now here's the beautiful part. Here's the beautiful thing. Here's the beautiful thing in all this. If you're handling your business properly, right? You getting stuff done. You should be able to enjoy the nows that come after that, right? So I made up my mind with this. Every single day, I said I have 5 critical tasks that I got to do every single day, right? 5 critical tasks. Once these tasks are complete, I have the liberty to spend the rest of the day how I want to spend it. Once I complete these tasks, these are 5 critical tasks. 5 tasks is going to move me forward every single day without fault. After that, I have the liberty to spend time with the family. I got the liberty to do whatever it is I want to do with the day. Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing about, like I said, about being in that mode of business and the mindset of just being an entrepreneur. Sometimes you feel bad for even taking the time off, right? Like you completed what you needed to complete for the day. You did exactly what you needed to do. You exceeded the mark. You got things done efficiently, effectively, but you still feel a little guilty whenever you're chilling, whenever you're not doing something, whenever you're not moving forward. Some of us, we have a problem with being still, and I'm admitting to it. We got a problem with being still. We got a problem of being in the now because sometimes we feel guilty about not doing something, So here's what I've decided, y'all. I've decided that if once I set my intention for the day, I'm going to do that to perfection. I'm going to do it to the best of my ability, right? The best of my ability. I'm going to lay the perfect brick for the day. I'm going to lay the perfect brick. That's all I can do. I can't focus on tomorrow. I can't focus on next week. I can't focus on none of that stuff. All that stuff is outside of my control. Only thing that I can do is lay the perfect brick. So I'm going to do that. And then after I do that, I'm going to try my hardest to live in the now. Now, this is going to be a challenge for me, right? This is definitely going to be a challenge for me. But I'm learning, y'all, that we can burn ourselves off just in our thoughts. Just in our thoughts. Like literally just in our thoughts. Sometimes I get into this anxiety because I'm thinking about next week and the week after that. Oh man, okay, boom, we did this week, but what about next week? How can we get past those sales goals? And there's nothing wrong with that. That is your ambition. There's nothing wrong with having ambition. But then sometimes I got to take a step back and say, Destry, you got everything that you need today. You got everything that you need. The opportunity it's right here. It's right here in this moment. So there's nothing wrong with having that mind that goes in the future. There's nothing wrong with that. I think it's a beautiful thing that we have that ability as humans to go into a year from now, 2 years from now, and see the vision. There's nothing wrong with that. But let's have a place and a time for that. Because we can't be in that all day. Like sometimes I'm just sitting back and I'm really thinking about like, man, my kids are getting older. Like they're getting older. My youngest daughter just turned 3. Right? Just turned 3. I remember when she was just born. My youngest just turned 3. My oldest is about to be 8. And I'm thinking to myself, these moments won't last forever. Like when they want to be around dad all the time. And I'm not saying that when they become teenagers that they're not gonna want to, but we've been teenagers before. So I'm learning that kill the list that you make, kill that list. Right? The list of the 5 critical tasks, whatever you got to do, kill that list. Get it done as effective and as efficient as you can, and then enjoy your life. And sometimes that's hard to do, especially in the beginning stages of business, because you're dealing with so many. You got some fires that you may need to put out. You got some customer service things that you need to handle. Right? You got some things in the business that need some of your attention. And they're always going to be there. That's another thing that I've learned. There's always more work. The work never ends. I can work 12 hours a day, 16 hours tomorrow, 20 hours the next day, and there's still going to be work the next day. There's still going to be a brick to lay the next day. So I'm not saying, I'm not saying, because I'm a very ambitious person, right? I'm not saying don't attack. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is there's a time and a place for that, and there's a time and a place where you need to be where your feet are. Right? There's a time and a place where you need to be where your feet are. So check this out. Last week, I did something I never do. Right? I never do. I went out with 2 of my friends, right? And I found myself, y'all, check this out. I found myself being there. We having a good time. You know what I'm saying? We having a great time. I'm there. But I'm not really there. Every moment that I had to like check my phone and get something done because I felt guilty for not doing something. It's crazy. I had done everything I needed to do that day. Literally, the list was complete. Complete. But then in my mind, I'm like, okay, just one more thing. Let me do one more thing so I can get a little bit further ahead. Like I said, nothing wrong with that. But I missed a moment. There was moments happening. And I'm going in and out. I'm weaving in and out of it. Like I'm laughing. I'm having a good time. And then I'm over here. Hold on. Let me check this store real quick. Let me make sure them sales still rolling. That's a problem. Right? And we can tell ourselves, we lie to ourselves sometimes as entrepreneurs. We can tell ourselves that once we get to this level, that's going to stop. I'm not going to always have to be checking and doing this and doing that. We both know. If we being honest, we know it's never going to stop. It don't matter even if we had all the funds and everything is going right, it's never going to stop. We're builders. It's not going to stop. So we got to find some way to discipline ourselves to be in the now. We got to find some way to do that. Because if we don't find a way to do that, guess what? The things that we truly, truly, truly care about, the people that we're doing it for, right? They're not going to want to be around us no more. I'm listening to this book by Will Smith, right? Great book. I recommend this book. Great book, right? He was talking about how he became what he wanted to be. He wanted to be the biggest movie star in the world, right? He became that. And he thought that once he became that everything in his life was just going to, kind of fall into place and be a little bit easier. Like the family was going to be happy, you know what I'm saying? The kids, all these different things. But while he was obtaining that, being obsessed, being locked in, reaching the goal, his whole life around him was falling apart. He almost lost his family, lost some friends, all because I'm chasing this thing. Nothing wrong with that. But at some point, and I don't even believe in balance. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't even believe in balance. I just believe, what I truly believe is we just shift focuses, right? I don't believe in balance, and I really don't believe in multitasking. I don't believe in either one of those things. I believe that the way our focus is set up, we're only shifting focuses. So if I'm doing one thing and I'm focused on that, and I start doing another thing, I'm just shifting my focus to this. And you can't divide the two though. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in the balance thing. I just believe that once I'm lock in, kill the target, knock the target down. Then lock in on this thing, because this thing is just as important. Spending time with the kids, going to play football, basketball, just walking with my daughters, right? Sometimes, listen, here's the crazy thing. Sometimes my girls, they don't even want to do nothing. They just want daddy. Hey, daddy, before we go to bed, just come lay with us. Oh man, daddy, I'm over here. I'm focusing. Hold on, dad, be right there. 10 minutes, 15 minutes, then pass, now they sleep. I'm just being real with y'all this morning. I'm just being real with you. I'm having this realization that you can only control so much. There's only so much that you can actually do. And I know that we're trying to speed up the clock. I know we're trying to get stuff done. I know we're trying to be successful. I feel you. But don't miss the moments. That's all I'm saying. Do what you got to do. Set your list. Set your intentions for the day. Knock that out. Kill that. And then shift your focus to this, because it's equally as important. And I'm learning that. I had to learn it. I'm learning it the hard way. You know what I'm saying? I'm learning it the hard way. But there's power in the now. And there's two sides to that coin, right? There's two sides to that coin, because one side you have, okay, I need to do what I need to do in my business, and then I need to shift my focus and deal with other things, my family, my health, all these other things, right? And then there's another side of it. Where it's like, okay, I'm doing what I need to do on my business, but now I'm worried about what's tomorrow going to bring in my business, or what next week's going to bring, or next month's going to bring in my business. Here's the crazy part about entrepreneurship, right? All you, like in the beginning, and this is just from my experience, right? You can handle everything that you need to do. Like the bills is straight, everything is straight, and you can still be thinking about next month's bills. Like, will my customers keep buying? I don't like if will next month be slow? Will next month be? We can still be worried about the next. So what I'm saying with that is, I've even learned that in the business, I got to be in the now. I got everything I need today to succeed. I can't worry about tomorrow. I can't make a customer buy nothing. That's a fact. Here's a real fact that I learned from my coach, David Shands. Go follow David Shands, Sleepers for Suckers. I learned the main thing that I've learned from him that just blew everything out the water for me, right? Which put things in its proper perspective. He said, listen, we have to set goals that we can control, activity goals. We can't set goals that require someone else to do something. So yes, it's okay to have a sales target. Yes, it's okay to have a sales goal. But what's the activity that you need to do? Because you can't make no customer buy nothing. Put things in proper perspective for me. So that instantly made me shift my perspective to, okay, what can I do now? What can I do today so that the product is available for the customer to buy? That's all I can really do. All I can do is the work that allows the customer to buy. All I can do is the work to open the doors for the customer to see what I got going on. That's all I can do. I can't even even if we had a storefront, let's say people coming in, I got a storefront. I can't make nobody buy even in person. I can't make nobody do nothing. All I can do is present the product, put the product in front of them, right? Talk about the product, give them the proper description of the product, all these different sales tactics, all these different things, right? But at the end of the day, I can't make them do anything. So I got to focus on what I can do to make it available to them. I can't make them buy nothing. So when we're setting, even when we're setting our daily tasks and our daily goals, we need to have the focus of the activity. The activity. What activity do I need to do? Sometimes we so focused on the next, tomorrow, next week, the next hour, even the next hour. What I'm gonna do next hour? Listen, I'm right here in this moment. I need to make sure that I'm knocking out what I need to knock out. We'll focus. I got a list of things I need to do. We'll shift our focus once this thing is completed. And honestly, if we being honest, when we bring it down there, we're way more effective. We're way more efficient. I get my stuff done way faster now. Yesterday, I was done at like 12:30. Now, I wake up early, but at the same time, I was done at 12:30, knocked out every single task, even did my second workout before 1:30. I was done. I was done. Now, here's the hard part, like I was saying earlier. Once I went home and I decided to relax, I had the problem of, okay, let me keep checking. Let me check. Let me make sure. Okay, maybe I forgot something. And I had to take a step back and say, Destry, the power is in the now. Chill out. You did what you had to do. Relax. Relax. Give yourself permission. Give yourself the liberty that once you knock out your task for the day, relax, chill, right? And that's very hard for me to do. As an ambitious person, that is very hard for me to do. I always have to be doing something. But that leads to burnout. That leads to you resenting the very thing that you're building. I feel like that was a bar. I got to put my glasses on for that. You feel me? I feel like that was a bar. I got to put some glasses on for that. You hear what I'm saying? The now. There's power in the now. So I'm deciding that from now on, I'm going to focus on what I have in the day. Right? Like I said at the top of this thing, we lack nothing. If we're being honest, we lack nothing in today. Nothing. Everything that we need today, we have. Everything that we need to win today, we have. Now, usually when we get beside ourselves, usually when we get down, we thinking about something that ain't even happened yet. We thinking about something in the future. We thinking about something next week, next month, 30 days down the road, what I'm going to do next year. Right? We thinking about those things. But if we're being honest, right now, we lack nothing. Be grateful for that. Be excited about that. You're doing the damn thing. Like, you got to be honest with yourself. You're doing it. You're building the thing that you said you were going to build. Sometimes you got to take a step back and look at it. Like, just look at it. Like, I'm doing that. I'm doing that. Yeah. I said I was going to do it. And I can see how brick by brick I've built this wall. By brick by brick. Oh snap! Now we got two walls. Now we built brick by brick. It's brick by brick, and every single day. And I learned this from Will Smith's book. I wish I could take it and own it myself. I learned this from his book. Every single day we got a brick to lay. Every day. Every day. The one constant in our lives. The one constant in our lives is that every single day we have a brick to lay. But in order to lay that brick perfectly, we got to be in the now, even in our business, and especially in the areas of our lives that are really the most important. Because if we're being honest as entrepreneurs, we want to build this business because of what it can provide to our families, what it can provide to the people around us. But none of that will mean nothing if you build it and then you're alone. Or you build it and you don't got your health. Or you build it and nobody wants to be around you. Right? None of it will matter. So go subscribe to the podcast, No Luck Addict Podcast. Go to the YouTube. Go everywhere. Hit the link in my bio and just scroll through the things that we got going on. But most of all, go subscribe to the No Luck Addict Podcast. If you got any value from this podcast episode today, please share it. That's all I ask. Go on there, leave a review. And I'll see you on the next one, man. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.